Oh, I hate crying on camera. I'm struggling.
So high knees, powering through. We have got
How you feeling, Will?
Very sorry for myself this morning.
Yeah? How's your knee?
I don't feel good. Oh, it's painful today. So I've managed to get an emergency physio appointment, which I didn't get yesterday because everyone was like, you need to go to the hospital, but I was like, I know it's not a break. Touch wood. I think it's MCL, medial collateral ligament, or medial meniscus. But the thing that's really worrying me is I can't put weight on it. Get them to check it out and then deal with the facts. I think I've been really unemotional.
You've been very positive. Yeah.
It's because I'm normally the person who runs on the football pitch to help people, and I'm the one who's like, you're going to be okay, you're going to be okay. So I've just kind of been talking to myself. But yeah, it was not the best night's sleep because I couldn't move. I had to lie in one position with a pillow in between my knees, and now, yeah, it's really sore, I'm not going to lie.
Don't put anyone on it. Let's get you to a physio.
It's just twisting it.
Yeah. First step is to get you down the stairs.
Yeah, I've had like human crutches. So annoyed.
That's right.
Okay, I'll take you guys to the physio. Let's do this.
Here's Hobble Lil. Hobbling along.
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah. Alright, we got this. We got this. Stairs.
I think.
That's what we're going down. Here comes Lil.
Watch out, guys, I'm going so fast.
So as a physio, this is the best way to get down the
It
stairs.
actually is the safest.
Gaffer shoes.
No, it's actually a bit worse today, but not really pain, it just feels really, really floppy. I think got everything you needed, are you happy?
Careful, Lil. How are you, Nick?
I'm good, man. This snow is insane.
Best thoughts, Nick. First thoughts on Japan? Excited to go out?
I'd love to just plumb my face right now.
Do it.
Hey!
Yay! There's the thumbnail right there. Well.
Yeah. Okay, we're in. To the physio we go. Where you were before. There. Yeah.
Feels okay on
Have it. Yes. Sorry. That.
Okay, and when you tell us.
It's painful. Yeah, it's a bit tender around there. Is there a twist on my leg there? It feels it, but there might not be.
You mean anterior rotation?
It feels like vulnerable is the best way to describe it. My quads are hanging on for dear life.
Kind of like obviously MCL.
Yeah.
So difficult because obviously you're so tense and like, and once again it's so hard for me to be accurate because you're in so much pain at the moment. So once again your hands are so tired. Pain over the knee when you
Focus. Physio. Thank you. Thank you, Dad. Okay, look how good it is. How's that, Lil?
Oh, I'm feeling very sorry for myself, but I'm still smiling.
There you are.
I refuse to be upset, but I am very pissed off.
With your spiky crutches there, how are they working? They look alright.
They got good grip, actually.
Yeah. Nice.
Exhausting.
Yeah, I think you'll get used to the crutching after a while. Whee! Well done. Alright, now just careful with the spikes here.
Hey Familia, so I thought I would just quickly jump on camera because I'm editing the vlog at the moment and I'm aware that there's a few gaps that need to be filled in. Obviously during this assessment, with it being just one day after the injury itself, I was still in quite a lot of pain, and if I'm totally honest, the last thing I wanted to do was talk into the camera. How am I feeling? I'm... Sorry guys. Oh, I hate crying on camera. I'm struggling. Sometimes I need to remember that I am human. and it's normal to have times when you're not as positive. And then the other side of me is like, Lil, it's a knee injury, get a grip, it will get better. I think it's a bit of a tough pill to swallow. It's an adaptation. I can't walk at the moment. I can't get in a shower without Alex helping me. I am scared of falling all the time. I guess I just never thought it would happen to me, which sounds really silly because everyone has a body that is susceptible to injury. So it's been a reality check for sure. Next stage is to just remain focused. I'm not letting a knee injury ruin something that we planned for the last year. We did head to Tokyo. We had the most awesome time, which you guys will be seeing, and I'll be showing you the update on the knee as well. Sorry for getting emotional, guys. The day of the injury itself, I think my adrenaline was really running pretty high, and Alex and Nick had just arrived, and I was trying to kind of put on a brave face, but my gut knew that there was something quite serious going on with my knee. And I think the worst part about this is when you're a physio or a medical professional, you kind of know when something's bad. And a lot of people have commented to me, but you were so calm when you fell down and you weren't screaming in pain. And I think honestly that comes down to experience. I have been the person who has run on that football pitch so many times to help injured players, and I know staying calm is one of the most important things, and just concentrating on your breathing control. Straight after the injury, I was really practical. I was like, I'm almost certain it's not a fracture, it's something soft tissue going on. I just need to get back, I need to rest, ice, compress, elevate, reassess in the morning. And for those of you who have had any injuries, you will know that straight after that injury, there's a lot of swelling most of the time, and that can last, you know, well, it can last weeks, but particularly 72 hours afterwards, it makes it very difficult to assess a joint. My swelling wasn't crazy high, if I'm totally honest, but it was very painful, and I wasn't able to weight bear, so I couldn't put weight through my right leg because I felt like every time I attempted to put any weight through it was just going to buckle. There was a real amount of instability there, which was what concerned me the most, and that's what highlighted to me this is probably an MCL injury and likely to be a high grade. There's 3 grades to a tear of a ligament, and grade 3 is a total rupture. And I knew it was way more than a grade 1 because I've had grade 1s before and they heal themselves in around a week. So on assessment with Amy, she did find a positive MCL medial stress test. So that means that when she tried to stretch the inside of my knee, so stress the inside of my knee, it went further than it should do. And that's even with my muscles in spasm and with a lot of swelling there. So that's an indication that it's probably quite a high grade tear, but these type of things we can't tell this acutely and without an MRI. This is all just kind of getting a rough idea of what's going on. The next thing that she tested, which is possibly the most important thing, is the ACL, the ligament at the front. Those of you who are into sport or watch football or many other sports, you'll know that ACL injuries are career threatening. They're horrible, nasty injuries. Possibly the worst injuries I've worked with from a rehab point of view, because you're looking at a year, possibly a year and a half to rehab an ACL surgery. So I was hoping and praying that it wouldn't be ACL. The stress test for ACL came out negative, but again, there was so much swelling, so much muscular contraction that was holding the joint in place because my muscles just literally went to try and protect it, that again, it wasn't an accurate test. So I know a lot of you are probably thinking, what did you gain from the physio assessment? A lot, a hell of a lot, because it's so important to get that assessment in early. Number 1, to rule out a fracture, which is what you'd normally do with an x-ray. Secondly, to get an idea of what's going on with the ligaments and the meniscus. And thirdly, and most importantly, to get an action plan. So for me, it was to brace the knee. Without this brace, I wouldn't be able to function. I got a lot of advice about pain relief, keeping going with the ice, the compression, the elevation, and probably most importantly was the crutches. Now, these are very old school crutches. I hate these crutches. These are the type of crutches that I would tell my patients to avoid. So I need to try and get hold of some elbow crutches as soon as possible. So that's kind of the update. So please give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because there's going to be a lot more vlogs coming your way. Bye guys.